Hello and a very warm welcome to the third Islington Education Awards. Now, if you have joined us in previous years, you'll be aware that this is going to be a bit of a different show this year. Sadly, we're not able to be together in the same venue to celebrate the wonderful staff that we have working across all settings in Islington, but we are still able to recognise and reward all the hard work you do, just in a bit of a different way. So sit back, relax and enjoy as we unveil the winners in this year's Islington Education Awards. We've been lucky enough to be able to ask our presenters and our sponsors to pre-record their messages. And of course, we have captured some pretty special moments from the children as well, just to keep us all grounded. Now, before we begin, the organisers would like to say a massive thank you to our partners who have once again supported us through their sponsorship of an award. And they are as follows: City University of London, London Metropolitan University, Reed Talent Solutions, The Key, Transform Islington, and a very warm welcome this year to our new sponsor, Discovery Education. Hello to you. The continued support of our sponsors is absolutely crucial and hugely appreciated. And we do look forward to strengthening the existing relationship between the local education community and their organisations. Nice one. Now, to start, I would love to introduce you to Maggie Elliott, who's the chair of Islington Community of Schools, and she's going to say a few words. So, over to you, Maggie.
Thank you so much, Connie, for that introduction, and welcome everyone to the Islington Education Awards. As you know, this should have been in person, and in fact, we organized this ceremony twice this year and canceled twice this year. But we are Islington, and we never give up. So this is the film of the Islington Education Awards. Please join me in applauding the work of the Islington Community of Schools. It's a community that involves all schools and settings in the borough, working in partnership with businesses, culture, arts, and science to deliver the best outcomes for our children and young people. We had an amazing array of nominations. It was incredibly difficult to choose. But here come the winners. Back to you, Connie.
Thank you to Maggie there. And now to our first award, which is Senior Leader of the Year in association with Reed Talent Solutions. To announce the nominees and winner is someone who is very familiar with school settings through her role as Sister Michael in the Channel 4 hit series Derry Girls. Though often scathing, Sister Michael appreciated the independent spirit of the girls and would no doubt thoroughly approve of this year's senior leadership nominees. So let's hear who they are from Siobhan McSweeney.
Good evening, Europe. Bon veni... What? This isn't the Eurovision. Oh. Well, I'm after putting on my gold velvet coat, no? What is it then? The Islington Education Awards. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, let's face it, you haven't had an easy year this year. I am delighted and very grateful for all your hard work and delighted to be here tonight. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be there in person. It is my honour to present the Senior Leader of the Year award. And the nominees are Sue Brownson, Laycock Primary School. Sharon Kelly, New River College Medical Pupil Referral Unit. Gabby London, Curiosity Childcare.
Okay. Someone with good leadership skills.
What they do is very important, I feel like they really, need to be appreciated more.
They need to be very caring and understanding with children, and they should do stuff that will also benefit them in the school, so they can be caring, understanding, and just a role model basically.
Because when we go to college, so we can get smart. Because it's hard being a grown-up. They make us believe who we are. They want us to be like ourselves, not copy our friends or do that or this. They want us to have our own lane and follow what we do. They're letting us choose our own path to the way we want to be.
And the winner is, drum roll. Is there a drum? There's no drum roll. There's no drum roll. Brrr. The winner is Sue Brownson, Deputy Head and Lead for Deaf Provision at Laycock Primary School. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Siobhan, and huge congratulations to Sue. Nice one. Now, the pandemic made lots of things change very quickly, and none more so than our need to teach children online, on interfaces and screens with technology. While a steep learning curve for most, the advances in what we in Islington were able to achieve through remote learning were awe-inspiring, and so it's very fitting that this year we have a special category to reflect just this. Presenting the Remote Learning Award is the producer and director responsible for one of the TV highlights of last year. Following a group of young Londoners as they embrace the gay scene and confront the tragic effects of AIDS, It's a Sin provided a way to laugh and cry to a fantastic soundtrack, an activity I'm sure we'll agree that was much needed in 2020. So to present the award, please welcome Peter Hoare.
Hello, I'm Peter Hoare. I'm the director of Channel 4's It's a Sin. I'm very grateful to you all for the opportunity to present the Remote Learning Award today for the Islington Education Awards 2021. And the nominations are David Shamoon from the Elizabeth Garrett Anderson, Paul Beaton from the Hanover Primary School, Satya Marimanda, Newington Green, Rotherfield Primary Schools Partnership.
It was my first ever time. I've never ever went on Zoom before. It's just like FaceTime.
Because students, we are staying at home, we can't really go outside, which means we're keeping all our energy bottled up, which means we drive our parents mad.
It just gave me more chance to focus on myself and my own learning.
We can learn at home as well as learning in school because we've done it during the pandemic.
Also your parent can help. That's why it's easy on home. But at school, you have to do it by yourself and concentrate. You have to put your uniform and then you go home. It takes so long to take it off. Yeah, but when you're at Zoom, you just stay in your pajamas. You're still at home. Yeah, that's easier.
And the winner is David Shamoon, Assistant Head at the Elizabeth Garrett Anderson. Congratulations and thank you again.
Huge thanks to Peter and Top Job David and EGA. Now our next award is for Bright Start Early Years Educator of the Year, which will be presented by Councillor Kaya Comer-Schwartz, the leader of Islington Council.
The nominees for Bright Start Early Years Educator of the Year are Aletta Ramsey, Hugh Middleton Primary School, Rhea Arms, Higher Western Primary School and Children's Centre, and Ruby Uden from Archway Children's Centre.
Learning and playing and also doing your homework. I'm doing some mindfulness so you can calm down. Mindfulness massage your earlobes. The teacher has to be sitting right there and watching, and he has to say, "Be quiet." We get to play a lot of things. Yeah, and some bicycles and some scooters. Playing with my friends at nursery. We work so hard to do the phonic with us. So kind to us. They give me stickers and stamps. Because also they help us learn. Do you like my new shoes?
And the winner is Aletta Ramsey, nursery teacher at Hugh Middleton Primary School.
Oh, that is great. A huge well done. And thanks as well to Councillor Comer Schwartz. Now, if the last 15 months has taught us one thing, it's where would we be without the support of others? We've always known the importance of support staff to the success and smooth running of a school, and this past year has offered hard evidence, if any were ever needed, that they're also vital to the happiness and the well-being of our children and families. So I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to introduce TV personality Denise Welsh to present our Support Staff of the Year Award, which is given in association with Transform Islington.
Hello, my name is Denise Welsh and I am thrilled to have been asked to present an award, albeit virtually, at the Islington Education Awards 2021. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a wonderful night and just as pleased as I am to be involved in, even though it's down the line. My category is Support Staff of the Year. The nominees are Samuel Owuso, Arts and Media School, Islington, Ninfa Restrepo, Canonbury Primary School, and Gary Atkinson, the Adventure Collaborative.
They have a job which is like as important as like teacher or head teacher, since they're also doing a part of keeping children safe.
That's Ben and this is me. Ben is the TA. This hand is supported by this hand. He helps me and I do what I can do the best. But without him, I would never do anything.
My teaching assistants in school help me with lots of things. I really like it when we read together and do music.
They have to open the school on time. And it's also really nice if they're friendly.
Like when the teacher assistants help me, now I feel like ready. I can put my hand up and answer the question. It makes me feel brave.
And the winner is Gary Atkinson, Lead Premises Manager, the Adventure Collaborative. Gary, congratulations. I'm sure you're thrilled. And congratulations also to the very worthy nominees. So whatever you're doing, wherever you are, have a great night. And we'll all be together in person next year if I'm lucky enough to get an invite. Thank you, bye.
Support staff can be game changers, crucial, fantastic stuff. Now then, at the start of the pandemic, way back in March 2020, there was one person everyone looked to on a daily basis for guidance. The head. With circumstances changing frequently, sometimes more than once in a single day, the experience and agility of the group of school leaders we have in Islington was astounding. By keeping their head and leading with compassion and courage, each and every head teacher has guided their staff, children and their families through the most difficult year anyone can remember. Every single one stepped up to the challenge, which has made it really hard to single out just 3 for our nominees. But we have, and to introduce our Head Teacher of the Year, please welcome the star of TV shows such as EastEnders, New Tricks, and most recently, The Masked Dancer. It's Tamsin Outhwaite.
Hi, my name is Tamsin Outhwaite. I feel extremely honoured, although I'm not there in person. I feel honoured to be giving out this evening's Islington Education Award for the Head Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to all of you, by the way, what an achievement. But the nominees are Jack Sloan, Hanover Primary School, Francis Gonzalez, Richard Cloudsley School, Deborah Shepherd, St Mary Magdalene Academy, The Courtyard.
I think it will be quite difficult because you're the head, it's like you need to nearly be in charge of everything, and you're responsible for most things. It's like the manager for a restaurant.
I think being a head teacher is not that easy because, again, there's a lot of different ideas going in when you go into those type of meetings. It's a good job, people need to do it, but I wouldn't do it because it's quite hard.
Our guardian is the teachers, but the teacher's guardian is the head teacher. They basically rule the whole school.
A good head teacher should be able to be in control of the school and also I know schools there to provide education, but also should be a place where we can make memories, learn skills for life.
When children, if they're extremely naughty, then they have to go to his office and spend time out.
And they've been on timeout? Never, never and never.
Only once I've been on timeout.
Me too.
And the winner is Francis Gonzalez, head teacher of Richard Cloudsley School. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Francis and thank you to Tamsin. Now then, our next award is the Green Award, which is to recognise the school or setting that demonstrates the greatest commitment to sustainability with impact. This award is one which is given to a whole school team and one that they can share with the children and families as well, who so often help in green initiatives. To present the award, I'd like to introduce you to Islington's young mayor, part of Islington's Youth Council.
My name is Rosie Kernas and I'm the Young Mayor of Islington and I will be announcing the Green Award. The nominees are Hargrave Park Primary School, Monton Primary School, Pauls Park Primary School.
Really, we just need to stop doing pollution, we need to stop using non-essential gases.
What starts in school, you'll learn it to do somewhere else. Because if you get this habit implanted into your mind to pick up litter when you see it on the floor, to put things into the right bin can, put paper in the recycling can when you finish with it, then you'll learn to do it outside because these kind of habits will stick in your mind.
I think it's important to educate children about environmental issues because it helps them to be less selfish, not just with environmental issues, but in life generally.
Don't put the recycling in the pond.
Right now, you're using a lot of electricity.
Look at that! Look at all the wires! Look at all that cables. Just look at everything. This is why people are making cars that don't have any pollution and that coming out. This is the future.
And the winner is Pauls Park Primary School.
Brilliant and well done to everyone at Pauls Park. Now then, we turn to Teacher of the Year. And in a year where it's been more difficult than ever to deliver the kind of teaching that we know you all want to deliver on a daily basis, the judges were totally inspired by the quality of entries for this category. To run through the very worthy nominees and to announce our winner on screen, I'm delighted to introduce actor and comedian and local resident, no less, Paul Whitehouse.
Good evening, everyone at the Islington Education Awards 2021. My name is Paul Whitehouse and I am an ageing comedian. And you are all winners tonight. When I was young, only sports people and actors got awards. But of all people that deserve awards, I think teachers are right up there. If I had my way, I would halve class sizes tomorrow and double teachers' wages. But that's not going to happen unless you bring me to power on a surge of popularity. And even then, I might go back on my promise like lots of politicians do. So let's just celebrate tonight, congratulate everyone in the room, and I will announce the nominees for Teacher of the Year. And they are Mohammed Abdimullah for Beacon High School, Fadri Aitken of St Mary Magdalene Academy, the Courtyard, and Hannah Perkins from Prior Western Primary School and Children's Centre.
What do you think about teachers? Should they get an award or not? I think they should. Yeah, me as well. I think they should. Because they're always nice. Yeah, they're so nice. They help us to learn stuff. I think teachers are kind of like superheroes. Their superpower would be teaching.
I think they're great. I think they're great.
I put my hand up. They say, do you need help? And they help me with my work. Like, for example, when we spell because wrong, they help us spell it correct. Sometimes give them support and sometimes let them to be independent. I know why the teachers, they get angry at you, because they sacrifice their whole entire life just to teach you guys. They could be sitting at home eating chips.
And the winner is, I'm opening the jazzy card, it is Mohammed Abdimullah, Key Stage 4 Director of Learning and Maths Teacher at Beacon High School. Congratulations, Mohammed, and well done to everyone else. Thank you very much. Good night.
Congratulations, Mohammed, Teacher of the Year. Nice one. Now then, in times of uncertainty, a calm and supportive governing board provides the necessary sounding board for school leaders, helping to navigate the changing landscape. And in a year where we've often felt more isolated than ever, it's proved crucial to have that support. Our award for Governing Board of the Year is presented in association with The Key, and here to announce the winner is Micheline Ngongo, Islington Council's Executive Member for Children, Young People and Families.
The nominees are City of London Primary Academy, Islington, Highbury Community Nursery, Samuel Road School.
No idea. I honestly have no idea.
They work in the government. Like, you have all the people who sit around the table, but like they're not in charge of.
I think there's like quite a bit of pressure, because if like the board makes a decision and it goes wrong, then they're gonna have to take all of the responsibility for it.
I think they're very important because they discuss stuff and share each other's ideas. Not like other people, they say, let me do my idea, and your ideas are lame and stuff. They share the ideas, and instead of doing one, they combine theirs together. Sensible arguing. Normal arguing would just be two people shouting at each other. Well, sensible arguing would be like people sitting down and discussing what they think and the downfalls and the upfalls.
And the winner is City of London Primary Academy, Islington. Congratulations.
Thanks to Micheline, and a huge well done to City of London Primary Academy, Islington. We'd now like to take a short pause in the ceremony to acknowledge how difficult the last 18 months have been. No one could have anticipated the changes and challenges we've all had to face. It's been a truly horrendous time for so many. At the same time, some of the changes we've faced have resulted in finding new and sometimes better ways of doing things. Across all settings, there's been agility in leadership, flexibility from staff, and a willingness to do whatever it takes to look after our local families. We asked you to let us know of any silver linings, and there emerged some themes common to all. So let's take a look at some.
As a head, it's probably been it has been the most challenging of my career. But I don't just think for head teachers, I think for everybody in schools. And also, of course, for families, it's been incredibly challenging. But I think it is fair and true to say that there have been a number of perhaps unexpected benefits from the last year or so. I think during the first lockdown, remote learning was very much about activities that we could use to keep students busy or to maintain connections with the young people as they were in their own homes. Certainly in the most recent lockdown, what we were seeing in schools was real learning, was actually teachers really making sure that what they were delivering fitted with the intended curriculum, but also really added value to the students. It was about them making progress in the areas that we needed to make progress in, creating live lessons that previously we hadn't thought would be possible, supporting families and training families to be able to access the remote learning, being really creative about getting over those digital barriers to actually deliver real lessons. Teachers weren't working in this in isolation. Teachers were working this with their class team, but also involving the families, involving the parents in this. It's not just great for the teaching team, including the parent, but also creates these really memorable moments for the students. And actually, these are things that people will remember for a long time.
We've had a shared experience which has been quite extraordinary that none of us have ever experienced before, and we've all supported one another through it. And I think as a result of that, we're more ready to talk to one another on a human level. I think we're more sensitive to one another's needs. And I think we're more prepared to flex to the needs of the other than we were before. We made daily phone calls to some of our families. We made home visits, even during the worst parts of lockdown in some cases. We recognised that whilst we could deliver technology and the infrastructure for doing work online for some families, even then they wouldn't complete it, and so they needed something completely different. Families have felt like not only can they come and talk to us, but actually we really need them to. And I think many of the changes and the innovations that have happened in the last 18 months or so, we won't be returning from, and actually school will be different from now on, and that's all about that kind of co-working that we've described.
I think that what became kind of more widely known by the wider world is something that schools have known for a long time, which is that we are much more than just places of education. And what we saw across all of Islington as well, not just in my school, was lots of lovely examples of that, and where during the pandemic local businesses and community partners had something that they wanted to give or to contribute to help the local community. But they didn't really know how to go about that, especially during lockdown. And so they would come to schools, and schools became that conduit for getting things out into the community, which was really lovely. And I do think as well that staff in schools really went above and beyond, especially during lockdown periods. They were out delivering food packages, checking up on vulnerable families and other families as well. And I think that has really helped to gel our communities as well. What we have and what we will hold on to are the links that we've made within our communities and the relationships that we now have with our families and with our local businesses and our local charities. That we will hold on to.
From day one, there was a real pulling together. It was very much what can we do to help with the children and the families, and that was really powerful to see actually, and was quite humbling. People really shone, and it was a great opportunity to see people shine. And I think I have the utmost respect for those people, and I don't think that we can acknowledge or recognise them enough for doing that.
Many thanks to Frances, Fiona and Jack for so eloquently sharing the experience of so many across the borough over the last year. Now, this year, more than any before, we've seen some staff go way beyond what was asked and deliver a truly remarkable job. This applies to so many, and this year we felt it appropriate to ask for your nominations for your very own COVID champion. This award, unique to this year, is presented in association with City University of London. Presenting this award is the Chief Executive of Islington Council, Lindsay Roberts-Egan.
I'm delighted to be presenting the COVID Champion Award, and the nominees are Andrew Turnock and the entire school staff, Grafton Primary School, Magella Brogan, Teresa Duggan and Tracy Daniel, Christ the King Roman Catholic Primary School, and Abigail Miles, Thornhill Primary School.
During the pandemic, it was a very hard time for everyone in general.
It was quite hard emotionally and education-wise.
I mean, I feel like it's also very hard for them because it's like planning a whole lesson and make sure it also benefits them, not something that they will forget in about 2 weeks, like something that will actually help them.
I feel like the teachers did really well during lockdown. What really impressed me, to be honest, was around the last lockdown just gone, where teachers, we'd be logging into Google Classroom in the morning and they'd be asking us, have you had breakfast? That it's just little things that just kind of make you feel like, oh, this teacher actually cares about my well-being.
I think it's extra effort because they sacrificed their self, even of this pandemic, just to be there.
Thank you, because they chose. They could have stayed home and done it, but they decided to come to school and teach us.
And the winner is Abigail Miles, Year 1 class teacher and PE lead, Thornhill Primary School. Congratulations, Abigail.
Congratulations, COVID champion. Our last award this year is for Outstanding Achievement. This year's winner is someone who has contributed a great deal to Islington over the 15 years she's been working in the borough. To tell us a little bit more, let's hand over to her team.
A lot of energy, yes. Works incredibly hard.
Enormous enthusiasm, an enormous amount of knowledge.
Forward thinking, always looking outside the box.
Indefatigable, I guess is the, if I had to use one word for Penny, absolutely indefatigable. She's so energetic and just so committed to young people.
I've known and worked with Penny for about 9 years. When she arrived, this building didn't exist. She picked the whole thing up, brought it into here, and actually, just completely changed the whole emphasis. Not just for here, not just for the bridge. I think it's hard to exaggerate the influence that she's had. The influence she's had on the bridge, on the trust, and on special needs education.
Being the parent of a severely autistic child gives you lots to worry about, but I'm very glad to say that Michael's schooling is not something we have to worry about. He is in the hands of a great team of people, and his school experience from 6 through to 17 has been really brilliant. We've got to know Penny reasonably well as a family over the time Michael has been here, both for Michael as a student, but also through my role as a trustee of the school's charity. We feel really fortunate that the provision within our borough is so good and led by someone with this level of vision and ambition.
She challenges people to think outside the box. She challenges people to say, well, what else could we do? What could we do differently? There just haven't been any quiet periods since Penny took over.
The words you dread to hear from Penny are, this might sound mad, and you think, oh, here we go again. We're off on a wild ride with Penny.
The sort of constant forward thinking inspires us to think about what we can do better for our communities. But it also isn't just coming up with the idea. It's the fact that she actually does it and sees it through.
She just never stops. She never stops thinking. She never stops being creative. She never stops supporting.
I just want to say a massive congratulations to Penny on this very well deserved award. Coming straight after the OBE is quite an amazing thing for her, but very well deserved. So many congratulations, Penny.
It's definitely Dame Penny.
Yeah, definitely.
With a curtsy
Yes.
and backing out the room.
And a tiara. Yeah.
At all times.
Definitely.
I can say it with my hand on my heart, this is really merited. This is for somebody that, both within Islington, with the trusts, and in the whole of the world of special needs education, is an outstanding light.
I can't think of anybody who deserves this more than you, and thank you on behalf of schools, of colleagues, of families for all you've done for Islington.
What a year. And certainly not something we expected when we were all together in a room drinking and eating and not socially distancing at the last Education Awards. So many special people work in Islington education, and it's a great honour for me to be asked to present the Outstanding Achievement Award, which goes to Penny Barrett of the Bridge London Trust. Well done, Penny. Lots of love to all.
Thanks to Christopher Eccleston for presenting the award. A huge congratulations to Penny Barrett for getting the award. And right now, I'd love to hand over to Anne Hewlett, Vice Chair of Islington Community of Schools, to say a few words.
Huge congratulations, Penny, and to all our winners and nominees. I know the judges had a really difficult job. Thank you so much, judges. But we did it. The awards have happened. And it was really important to us at Islington to make sure that this event happened this year as a real testament to the resilience, the dedication, the determination, the inspiration and the love within this borough of Islington and within all our community of schools. The awards are a real tribute to all staff, teaching and non-teaching staff, and everybody who helps to make sure that our schools are run smoothly and our children are educated. It does take a whole team to educate a child, and under normal circumstances that's not easy, but under the circumstances that we've worked in, it's really not been easy. So we've all done extremely well. And look, we've found completely new ways of doing things, including these awards. I'd like to say some thank yous now. I'd like to thank all our sponsors. I'd like to thank all our guests who presented these awards. I'm actually very starstruck. Thank you, Connie Huck. What a great job that you've done. Thank you, Soapbox, for the use of your studio. Thank you, Stephen Sobul and Pensata Films. I think you've had great fun going in and out of all our schools, filming all our wonderful children, who are the real stars of this show, we have to say. Absolutely hilarious. And actually, it's because of these wonderful children that we actually do what we do every day, after all. I'd like to say thank you to the awards committee who made sure that this event happened. That includes Jeff Cole from LBI, Francis Gonzalez, to Jill Ord, who's worked extremely hard to make this event possible. Jill, who organises all of us in school anyway. Thank you to Isabel Jourdain. And last but not least, a really big thank you to Maggie Elliott, who's the chair of Islington Community of Schools. Maggie, you're a real epitome of resilience, determination and inspiration. Because these awards are all about innovation, they're about ambition and excellence. And we've paid tribute to that. And actually all our winners and nominees and all staff who work in schools, we're all winners. Everybody's a winner here, a very worthy winner. And we've just seen a snapshot of what goes on in our wonderful borough, in all our wonderful schools. So thank you so much to each and every one of you.
And sadly, that's it for another year. A huge well done to all our nominees and, of course, our winners. Thank you so much to everyone for helping to make this event happen. And despite it not being in person this time, we hope that you're able to celebrate with your colleagues at the end of what has been a very challenging year for schools. So, all that remains now is for me to let the children have the last word. And as we all know, you can try and you can try, but as hard as you do, you can't always make them do what you want all the time. So fingers crossed. See you next time. Bye.
No, you talk, you talk.
No, you talk.
No, you do. No, you do.
I think I'm famous.
But can I ask you one more question before you go?
I'm in group 2. No, you're not in group. Yeah, you're in group 1. I'm in group 2. No, I am. We're both in group 2. So both of us are in group 2. So. Oh no, I'm group 3. Group 3. Yeah. And no. Again?
Could you sit closer together?
It's like we're in love. Like, no, like we're not. I can see my house from here.
My name is Sarah Wood. I am the Widening Participation Outreach Manager at City University of London. Myself and my team work to empower underrepresented learners to access and succeed in higher education. We're incredibly proud to be one of the sponsors of Islington Education Awards. Congratulations to all the winners. Well done to everybody who was nominated, and a massive round of applause to everybody working in education this year in very challenging times. Well done.
Well, here at Discover Education, we've been so pleased to be able to celebrate excellence in this profession by sponsoring the Head Teacher of the Year Award in the Islington Education Awards 2021. Having had the great privilege of being on the judging panel, I have seen for myself the great calibre of teachers and leaders across Islington. I congratulate everyone who was nominated. You are all, of course, winners.
Hello, I'm Chris Kenyon, CEO of the Key and Governor Hub, and based here in Islington. As a pupil, I went to Amberley and then Highbury Grove. We are delighted to be sponsoring the Governing Board of the Year category again. You all deserve to be celebrated for what you have done, but a special congratulations from everybody at the Key and Governor Hub to tonight's winner.
Hi, I'm Sophie Counterback from London Metropolitan University. Education professionals have worked incredibly hard to continue teaching and supporting students through what has been a really difficult time. It is truly amazing what you're all doing. We're delighted to celebrate the achievements of our extraordinary colleagues at the Islington Education Awards this year, and we're really pleased to be sponsoring the Teacher of the Year 2021 category. Good luck everyone.
Hi everyone, Retalent Solutions are absolutely delighted to be sponsoring the event again this year, and we're so sorry we can't all be together in person. We wanted to wish a huge congratulations to all the nominees and winners, and a big thank you for all the hard work you do supporting young people in the local area.